Okay, so we did find stuff, or the documents, like, going through here, but it looks like it's 051108. So it would take me forever looking for those documents, so. 051108. Let's see, I can't do this anymore. I'm losing myself. What am I becoming? Where did we go? When did we go astray? Or was it all a lie from the beginning? When the council first approached me, their promise was to build a better world. I believed in that promise. I gave years of my life to pursue it. I was convinced the research would lead to breakthroughs in physics, engineering, genetics. I thought we would be helping people, curing diseases, improving infrastructure, developing new crops. Perhaps I was too naive in my wide-eyed youth. Second, I need to...
We back.
Yep, we're back. Stream died.
We back. What happened?
Yeah, stream died. There are several of us of like mind, disillusioned by what we have witnessed. We can't exactly resign from our posts. We know too much for them to let us walk out of here. Now we are trapped here. Our only hope is to release the information contained herein out into the world, and hope someone can hold them accountable. Personnel files, observation notes, test results, future research plans, experimental tech schematics, and most importantly, a list of civilian casualties. Everything is here on this terminal. The people of this country don't deserve this. It's inhumane. They've been through enough. When I began my work here, I was especially overjoyed at the prospect of working alongside the esteemed Dr. Mabden. His reputation for excellence is known the world over. Over the years, my admiration turned to revulsion. Let me state this in no uncertain terms. Dr. Mabden is a psychopath. I have never met a man so scornful of mortality. I've seen him match innocent Haitians burned alive and not bat an eye. He watched as a limbic entity eviscerated prisoner after prisoner simply to determine if it would eventually tire. He had pregnant women injected with a limbic serum to study its effects on the human embryo development in utero. His obsession goes way beyond the bounds of scientific inquiry. He takes a twisted, sadistic pleasure in conducting experiments. He must be stopped. They aim to weaponize anything limbic, extracting one little iota of data they can. It's becoming increasingly clear that they intend to use this research for warfare outside of Haiti. There is no benevolence here, just self-serving profit and power. Okay. Mystery solved. Okay. Okay, so that is it. Around here, there was just this dude. Can we trade anything with you?
I don't have any use for this. I don't have any use.
Okay. Okay, it looks like there's more entities like down below. So I think like right now, opened all those doors. There's still another section down below, but I think we did all that. But we'll double check. I think there were any other doors within doors here. Yeah, it's just the red and green ones here. this is B3. Pretty sure we did all this shit. Though I don't remember what was behind that blue door there, if anything. Is there another way? Yeah. Where was the... Sorry, just James there. Gotta find the door that you use for the color-coded doors here. Hell, where is it? Down, yeah, here it is. Oops. Not mean to do that. Still like down below. Yeah, this is where the lady was. She's still here. I don't think you want anything, do you?
I don't have any use for this. I don't have any...
Okay. What's up, guys? Nice. Okay, so time loop is clear now. Sweet. Alright, nothing else in here. Well, we have plenty of prisms, so undoubtedly we have the correct one to take care of that. So let's go do that. Except that's not up here. It's up here. Yep, there we go.
I've played a part in your silly games!
You know nothing about the workings of the real world!
I will never forgive you and Father! I've played a part in your silly...
Nice. There we go. Alright. So I think at this point, I think we can go downstairs and access B4, the other key card that we got. Maybe we should talk to homeboy over here, since we closed the time loop. Except I don't know how to get back to him. I don't know how to get back to the dude. Let's talk to this lady.
I don't have any.
They don't want my junk.
Thank God you showed up.
Okay. I understand where that door was that I opened, that I got in here.
I would want a little hand-holding for areas like this. I would want a map.
Yeah. I don't know, surprisingly, I mean, some of like the hub areas like Jova and stuff like that, like, you know, I've been there a million times and I still have problems like navigating around. But I don't know. I've enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm gonna go the long way here and let's talk to this guy this way. Let's see if he says anything about the time loop being closed now. Then we'll go ahead and go downstairs. I think it is pretty cool in this area that you have to like open the color-coded doors and stuff like that.
Did you close the time loop on...
Yes, I did. He's worried about the one in B4. Okay. Alright. So let's go do that. Should probably level up my axes here. Where is the door? There we go. Okay, so we do have the blue access right now. And boy.
Finally, you're here. That's good. Very good. Please use the intercom over there so we can begin.
What?
What a fine specimen you are. I will sincerely thank your commanding officer for providing such an excellent candidate.
Who are you?
Strange. I thought they would have briefed you. Semantics. I'm Dr. Mabden, head of weapons research. Today's experiment will focus on time loop weaponization.
Why are you trying to weaponize time loops?
This is why you are here, not to ask silly questions. If I were you, I would concentrate on surviving the different protocols. Now, let's begin.
Okay, let's do this.
Good. The first protocol has been engaged. Come back to the intercom once you're done. Now get ready. Your competency is refreshing.
Can I use this one? What did he say it was? 7584? Generate Guardian RHO. Generate Guardian Sigma. I don't know if I have to do that yet.
Good work.
Alright, I'm ready.
The second protocol has been activated.
Oh crap. Should have asked the first thing.
Good. You survived. Good work.
Let's go.
Here they come.
Keep skipping dialogue options here.
Focus timing on the screen.
Yep.
I'm surprised you got through this one. Excellent.
Heading out now. I'll rejoin later.
Sounds good, G. We will be here.
Good work.
Are we done?
Let's get on with the experiment, shall we?
I'm ready.
Now, this one might be tricky.
What killed you?
Astonishing. No one has ever gotten this far. Good work.
This better be the last one.
Are we done?
Let's get on with the
This better be the last one.
This is the last one.
Oh boy.
It wasn't that bad now, was it?
No, not really.
Good work.
Are we done?
Indeed we are. I have collected the necessary data. Your contribution is greatly appreciated. You are dismissed.
Dismissed, huh?
What the hell are you doing? You do not have clearance for that. Stop that immediately. is enough. Go back to the intercom and follow the protocols.
Nope. Sorry, buddy.
I thought I made myself clear. Enough with the shenanigans.
Sorry, buddy. Couldn't hear you over the big boom there. About to shut your shit down.
Stop! It's a lie! They're lying! No! 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 No!
What do you got to say for yourself now, buddy?
I will inform your commanding officer. You're getting court-martialed, you idiot.
Did I ruin your plans?
Do you realize what you've done? We will have to redo everything in 33 years! Your tiny brain cannot even begin to comprehend the gravity of the situation. This isn't over.
Okay. Whatever you say, buddy. Oh, this door back here opened. What's this? Oh, there's the keystone. There we go.
You've retrieved the keystone of rage.
A yellow key card. RHO 021, a note detailing the origin of a particular limbic rod found in a storage room. Limbic rod grief X-ray. Discovery location heard at site RHO 021, 50 kilometers southeast of Lasius. Discovery date, blah blah blah. Notes: rod was unearthed in a small chamber of the underground complex. The chamber also featured a faded mural depicting two water wheels and a waterfall. Complex construction established 8th century. Water wheels and a waterfall. Oh, it's that one in the Limbic Forge. Okay. Wow. Locked from the other side. What? Still not done with this place? What is down here? So you open that door? Kind of seems like it would be, right?
I look like you missed something on a shelf in that last room.
Yep, here we go. Thank you, Bobby. Cast iron symbol in the shape of a crown. Great responsibility, mystery discovered. Okay. Head this way. It's a yellow card. This is where Homeboy was.
January 3rd, 1993. We have done it. Time Loop Alpha 1 is operational. For the first time, certain aspects of a time loop are under our direct control. Years of planning have finally paid off. Synaptic modulators are stable, and limbic pulse generators have already confirmed our theories that entities can be generated at will. We will begin testing the optimal frequencies to induce each entity variant. Protocol should be greatly enhanced as a result. The complete weaponization of the technology remains out of our reach for the near future. We are, of course, still bound by the 33-year cycle. Additionally, a proper emotional catalyst remains necessary to the time loop's formation. This requires a great deal of precise social engineering. Overcoming these limitations will be the major area of focus during the next phase of the project.
Okay.
I made it out thanks to my little friend here. We couldn't have done it without you.
You alright?
Yes. I haven't seen the surface in a long time. I'm looking forward to it. Although I doubt that will be soon. The debriefings I'll have to endure will take some time. They'll want to know what the hell happened down there. From what little I've seen of Hadia, it seems to be a special place stuck in time. When I was on leave before the war, I walked the streets in Ljubljana. It was like I had used a time machine and arrived in another timeline. It was a strange sensation because I couldn't pinpoint the exact period. Walking on the street, you feel like you're in medieval times. Then you turn the corner and are suddenly propelled into the 1950s. I didn't mingle much with the locals. Not my style. I prefer tinkering with machines. I hardly set foot outside this place since the war started. I'm not missing much from what I've heard. I know our people have their part to play in this mess. You probably know more about it than I do. The operatives in the Oculus division are masters at creating conflict and have their fingerprints all over this war. Funding extremists, targeted assassinations, false flags, you name it. How do I know all this? Well, I was married to an operative. Aside from what is said about them in the news and newspapers, I know little about them. The peacekeepers have tried their best to delay the war, but it was a lost cause. The Oculus division made sure of that. I don't know much about the Sabinians. I only know what the higher-ups told us in the briefings when we first arrived. However, I got a small sample when I went out on leave. I got a well-deserved weekend pass one time. I used to get those before the war. I spent it in Lausalus, the capital city in Asteria. I was enjoying my caffeine-infused beverage in a small cafe on the corner of a busy street. I'm curious and I love gossip, so I discreetly listened to a few conversations. I do that purely to entertain myself. At first, the conversations were run-of-the-mill exchanges. These are mainly complaints about work, teachers being too strict, deadlines, overtime, being too tired, a suspect husband, and the everyday anecdotes you might hear anywhere. Then, a news report comes on. The cafe fell into a silent hush. I don't remember what it was about, but when it was over, all you could hear were complaints about the Palamists. Some conversations went as far as suggesting to kill them all. It was surreal. The change in attitude was almost instant. I don't think the news realizes the power they have. Or do they? I've never met any Palamists, and if I did, I didn't notice. There is one place I would love to visit. It's in the heart of the Palamist province of Argola. It's the capital city of Trisk. Some who went on leave there told me it was stunning. It has some of the oldest castles, friendly people, and the best restaurants in Hadia. I know, it sounds like a commercial, but it's what everyone says when people come back from there. I hope it survives the war. I want to visit Trisk if ever I get a weekend pass again. Well, that's probably unlikely. The Cerebrum Division was partly created to study, examine, observe, and dissect them. It's why most of us are here. That old time loop we found in the ancient part of Auriga Museum played a significant role in studying the entities. Why do you think your drone can distract them? We discovered that the entities emit specific frequencies. We have yet to find out why. However, I figured out how to scramble their signal. I built the emitter inside the drone to interrupt the entity's frequency waves, temporarily confusing them. I'm still working on an emitter that doesn't cost too much energy and can last longer. As you know, those few seconds are precious for a soldier. I'll get on that as soon as this place becomes operational again.
Okay.
Thanks for helping me escape.
Are you gonna be alright?
I'll be just fine. The intervention forces are on their way. They'll clean up this mess. I'll have a lot of work to do, though. Fixing all the systems. I'll have to run diagnostics to determine what went wrong. I don't know what's happening to this country. I've been living here since I set foot in Hadia. I can tell you a lot about what's happening in the Auriga Museum, but the NDA attached to my contract with Operation Moloch is pretty scary. They had us work in silos. All the research departments are entirely segregated. One of my coworkers was a massive history buff. He managed to get his hands on some local books. Books he found were censored. No Haitian was allowed to read the contents. He slipped them out of a repository in another SEAL Council complex he worked at before being transferred here. He wouldn't shut up about them. He was fascinated by this one ruler. Her name was Lady Margaret. This isn't the first time these creatures have shown up in Hadia. It's all over their history. This ruler loved her people, wanted to protect them from the creatures. So she had them build a massive underground city. It's in Argola somewhere. He went on to explain that it wasn't the only place. There's thousands of underground ruins all over Hadia. It's because of her. I don't remember the details, but Lady Margaret died under tragic circumstances. I told him to stop telling me all this stuff. He eventually got transferred. Now, I find myself wanting to know more about Lady Margaret. What else is new? Both sides are identical. It's pretty debilitating if you genuinely think about it. Only people who are the same can reach such a point. The line is drawn in the sand, cutting through grievances and insanity. Both sides of the line are utterly convinced that the other represents an absolute menace to everything they considered sacred. Now, where have I seen this before? Their mission here always felt a bit peculiar. I can't quite put my finger on it. Don't get me wrong. The country needed peacekeeping operations, but something felt off. I arrived in the country right when the temporary legislative alliance broke at the seams. I couldn't help but notice how tense the SEAL Council supervisors were. Everything started feeling more precipitated. Not long after, the ON peacekeepers arrived in the country, and all the higher-ups began breathing again. I don't think they were scared of a possible civil war. As far as I know, the SEAL Council needed the bloodshed. No. Something else was making them anxious. Something related to all our cumulative work. I mean locals. That's just setting yourself up, especially when it's personal. A line has to be drawn. I know this guy from medical who got involved with the local. She was a palamist. He met her in a small village. He was assigned, before the big day. He got reassigned out of the fields into a lab. He kept in contact with her. But when the war broke out, he lost it and he tried to find her. What an idiot. He's out there looking for her. At first, I was terrified of them. What the fuck am I looking at? After a while, though, you start getting used to them. Then they just become a part of the job. They're amazing, aren't they? They immediately became terrifying again when they got loose, but it was still amazing, right? To think they may hold answers to some of our most pressing questions. It'll take some time before they make Auriga Museum safe again. I guess I'll be reassigned to another lab in the meantime.
Okay. You know, I am gonna have to take some time to piece this story together. We've gotten so much lore, so much information. Once we finish the game, I may kind of sort through that, try and sort through it, and find out more about the story. And whatever I find out, I may